there's a reason why I'm still playing Fall Guys at Terraria. Hello everyone, I am Mecca, and who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Rob off camera, and I like Batman games. I love Batman games.
I played Arkham Asylum or City or both of those.
I played Batman Vengeance and Rise of Sin Tzu. That's a deep dive right there.
Well, he's dead, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
That's like, I hate putting this one up, but spoiler, he's dead, so who cares anymore, right?
Gotham Knights, a video game that kills off Batman.
Oh, it did more than kill off Batman. The whole game is DOA.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got like 10 articles up here about why this game is awful.
Yeah.
But I guess this is the big one, you know. Spoiler, Batman dies.
If you're thinking that Batman has been done to death, you'd be right. Literally, in this case. Yes, he's dead, says creative director Patrick Redding, breaking the news to me at the scene of the crime. Like, dead, he had.
So that just means Batwoman can come in and take over.
Yeah, that's what... This is becoming a trope in itself. Okay, listen, listen. Batwoman had a dead Batman, and
who's missing?
Who's quote unquote missing. Well, the absent hero.
And then Batwoman herself went missing.
And got replaced. By a more diverse version who had the costume literally fall out of the sky. And then you have that book series by the author. She's writing a new series of James Bond books, and James Bond is missing.
Look at who's to blame. Who's the one who's to blame? Is that this one?
This is V.
Okay, so the credit to them for getting the tweet. Now let's look and see.
So this is somebody named V. Now this person's name is Anne Lemay.
V tweeted it. Anne Lemay is the...
the narrative...
They, he, she, it seems very much like the last person I would want to write superhero anything.
This is the narrative director on Gotham Knights at WB Games Montreal. Game dev since she/her non-compliant... The game narrative tool, but what? The game narrative toolbox.
She/her, that means she was born with male genitalia.
Oh, okay.
So, what does this say?
That says
I need
diverse games.
Oh, shove it up your...
How about... Here's one. I need good games. Listen, you want my $60, $70.
Yeah, $70. This game doesn't even run in 60 frames a second. Okay, this is locked at 30, I believe. So every time I'd scroll through Twitter and see anything about this game, I just assumed it was an app game because it's being advertised exactly like all the stupid mobile games.
So she's taking great pride in this. I heard Tim Tim is bicentennial.
Oh my.
In the comics. Therefore, Tim is bicentennial in the game.
Ugh.
It's not a huge plot point. It's just part of who he is.
I'm tired of hearing about it, though. Well, Tim can go to hell. Tim can go to himself. I'm sick of it.
Other NPC characters in the game offer forms of representation in ways which reflect the world we live in. Gotham City is not the world we live in.
Right? That's your big problem. Every one of these fictional universes wants to reflect the real world, but it's not. I want to go to a fictional universe to escape. This is why I'm still playing Fall Guys in Terraria. There's no diversity. There's no representation. There's no people in Fall Guys. They're all jelly beans.
Do you know why I watched Transformers as a kid? Because I wanted
to be a Transformer when you grew up.
Well, yeah. Well,
you wanted to see yourself.
I wanted to see myself on screen as a 12-foot tall robot.
Actually, I saw that meme. You sent me that meme. You want to pull that one up?
Now we can finally feel represented. Yes, that's literally me. But it shows you the difference. It shows you the difference. Like, you want to see someone who looks like you. We want to see someone with heroic traits and heroic who does heroic deeds.
The girls don't want to see people who look like them either. That's just marketing and media telling people that they want to see that as an excuse for bad remakes.
This person here wanted to see herself represented on screen so badly that she created this game and molded it in her
This is just going to be the DC version of the Fisty McGee game, isn't it? The Ms. Marvel game.
Yeah. That's just going to be, Because I'm tired of these Batman games. I'm tired of... Listen,
tired of Batman without Batman.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
We're we have any articles?
Yes,
Kotaku, we've got Forbes.
But unfortunately, though, this is not going well. Gotham Knights, we have the worst UI in a generation.
That's the user interface. Here, let's go to the next one.
Gotham Knights reviews are in, and they're pretty rough, so...
So that's just a couple of headlines from Forbes.
Yeah. So this is from...
Who's this one? CNET. What's CNET?
CNET. It's their tech site.
Legacy deserves better. Batman's Legacy deserves better. Look, this looks like the Saints Row.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It looks like all those
Well, I do kind of like the character design on Batgirl here. But they actually make her look more feminine, but at the same time, yeah, you're not doing her any favors by putting her in this crappy game. So we have Kotaku.
Yeah, let's go to the Kotaku one. They're always
Gotham Knights sounds like a big disappointment.
Right.
Yeah. Oh right. Boy. Yeah. Well, again, good character design, but what good does it do if it's in a bad game? Reviews for Warner Brothers' first Batman game since 2015's Arkham Knight dropped today, and they are not reassuring. While a few critics like Gotham Knight just fine, many are underwhelmed by its story, bored with its repetitive missions, and report issues with frame rate drops and other aspects of the game's performance.
It wasn't getting a frame rate to begin with, I heard.
Now, it sounds like a loot-centric multiplayer brawler is middling at best. A major disappointment after such a long wait.
So it should have been a free-to-play looter shooter or something much cheaper.
USA Today called Gotham Knights a content checklist, while Games Radar accused it of not knowing what it wants to be. For all its potential, the game falls flat, reported NPR. IGN gave it 5 out of 10, and GameSpot gave it a 4. Metacritic scores currently sits at 69, with Digital Foundry's John Lineman tweeting, the game doesn't look nearly as good as Rocksteady's 7-year-old Arkham Knight. Might as well be Garkham Knight.
Garkham Knight.
That's what that's what it is. Gotham Knights. Arkham Knight, Garkham Knight. There you go. While some critics praise the story, the button mashing in between seems like a real chore. And we have the Metacritic score here. So you can see 69. Giggity. And we have a user score of 5.6. Now that's 5.6 out of 10.
Yeah, right down, smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like an app game every time I see it, so I have zero interest in playing this.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing. Is it an app game? Is it? I had no idea it was
even out.
I saw something on the Epic Store about it. I'm like, oh, that's a thing? Oh, okay. But this is not a good sign. Batman games were making such good progress, and now this is a huge setback because they had to put their agenda ahead of making a good game, it seems. Now, that's my opinion. I'm not sure if that's what they actually did, but that's my opinion.
It's clear they do that. They do that all the time. They have this little narrative that everybody wants a game to see themselves in the game. It's like, no, I really don't. Not everybody does. You know, there's a reason why people are still playing Fall Guys and Fortnite and all these things where you're just random things. You know, you're random character. You're playing Overwatch.
Well, now they mold the characters into what they want them to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I was playing Metal Gear Solid, I never said, oh, wow, I want to self-insert myself into the game. It says, no, I want to see what happens to Solid Snake.
Well, and how much can you self-insert in some of these games where you just see your hands and a gun?
Yeah, the floating gun game. Well, that's kind of like the idea. You're seeing the character's perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, you're leaping into their shoes. But
yeah, but you don't need to see yourself because you're only seeing your hand.
Yeah.
But that's a different type of game. It just seems like it was a cheap turnaround, get it out there quick sort of game.
For a studio which the last game was Arkham Origins in 2013, it's unacceptable that this game was delivered the way it was. 30 frames per second for a next-generation exclusive game. Lazy writing, underwhelming story. The Court of Owls were not made justice. They lost the chance. This is very poorly written. Yeah. Chance to develop organization. Yeah. Okay, so this is 40%. Gotham Knights is a lackluster entry to the Batman mythos that feels like a major step back from what has come before. Whether it's monotonous combat, subpar 30 frames per second on console, lack of co-op incentives, and strain it puts on single-player experience, or the fact that Gotham is dull and slow to explore, nothing justifies its existence. Wow, that's pretty condemning.
Well, this guy gives us 60. Is it 60?
Yeah, 60. If Arkham games are the Christopher Nolan levels of invention and genius, then Gotham Knights is hanging out down in the DC Extended Universe with Zack Snyder and Aquaman. Wow. That's pretty bad.
I would just say with like Batwoman.
Yeah, this is the Batwoman of games. Really, this is probably the Batwoman of games.
Maybe not that, but maybe it's not that bad. But I mean, we to be fair, we haven't played it. It doesn't look interesting enough to play.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not one to judge a game before I play it. But I would like to play it, but this does not sound like it's enticing to play at all.
Yeah, this looks like a solid wait until it's $5. So I am Mecca,
and this is Rob off camera saying take advantage of those Steam sales.
Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Batman's really let himself go.